Hello there guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to tell you about the 2021 Tata Tigor that we have bought. So if you have not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe now and continue watching. Let's go to the car now. So here we are. We have the 2021 Tata Tigor now. Let's go and check it out. First, let's start with the face or the head of the car, the headlights and the front grille. It looks a lot better than the previous one. After the facelift, the front design is really good. The projector headlamps, the side profile is really good. It is always a clean design, even from the day of launch. The alloys are updated and they look really good. Yeah, and notice the black color ORVMs and the shark fin antenna and the tail lights. Notice the red color on the Grand i10 in the background. The particular red on the Tigor is a bit different from the i10 one. As you can see, this looks like a mix of brown and deep red. Yeah, and notice the tail lights, they look really good and they sort of look like aftermarket lights of the Audi or the Toyota Fortuner or some other cars, but they look really good. They add the character to the car and these lights are a lot better than the previous ones. And this particular section from the rear looks like it has been inspired from BMW X6, so this car stands out from our other regular cars. And yeah, the design is really clean and looks good. It looks good from all the directions. Wow, notice the front grille design, it looks somewhat similar to the Altro's one, and the front grille design has been updated according to the Impact Design 2.0. Yeah, it looks good. Let's have a look at the bonnet from the side now. Yeah, you can notice the similarity of the Altro's front design. Yeah, it looks slanted. Notice the projector setup. There is one projector and a normal bulb. I think one is for the high beam and one is for the low beam. Yeah, as this car is a top end one, this also has DRLs and fog lamps. You can notice the fog lamps there, and they have chrome inserts too. And this is the tow hook. Yeah, and there's some garnishing on the front with the chrome. Let me tell you about the tires now. The alloy wheel design is similar to the one on the Tiago. I think they are the same units, and the tires here are the JK Tires Assurance. The tire size is 175 by 60 R15. Here the tire width, yeah, this is called the tire width and it is represented by the 175 section, and 60 is the side wall of the tire, and 15 represents the size of the alloy. Yeah, 15 inches. And here 81H represents the tire speed rating. Yeah, every tire has different speed ratings, and as you can see, this is a disc brake on the front. The front two are discs and the rear two are drum brakes. And notice the black colored ORVMs with the turn indicators, and there's some chrome garnish on the door handle. I think it is an accessory, looks good. And the black colored shark fin antenna, and notice the brake light. That brake light looks really good because for many of the cars it is located at the bottom of the rear windshield, but here it is located on the top of the rear windshield, and it looks really good. It looks sleek and it is purposeful too. And have a look at the rear now. This is the rear camera. It works good, but it could have been improved. The quality could have been improved. In the daytime it is good, in the night times it is not that great, but okay for the price point. And this is the reverse light. There's only one reverse light on the left side. There's only a dummy reflector on the right side. Some cars have a rear fog light here. I think maybe it is left for that purpose instead of giving a reverse light here. And this the turn indicator, and this the brake light. Looks really good and bright too in the night. And that's it about the rear. Let's get inside now. And yeah, this has a touch request sensor. Yeah, I have the key in my pocket, and as you can see I'm using the touch request sensor, and the ORVM is opened and the doors have unlocked. Yeah, it closes and opens when you lock and unlock it. And yeah, we have entered the car now, and look, the all digital or the fully digital odometer console looks good. And this is an AMT model, so as you can see there are only three modes, R, N and A. Yeah, you can shift that to manual mode. You can control the car manually by shifting the gears manually, and you can also make the car hold a particular gear while you are traveling on a uphill. And this here is the AC control unit. You can increase or decrease the fan speed, and this is for the temperature. The blue color indicates cool and the red color one indicates the hot temperature, increase or decrease in temperature. And there's auto AC, and that is for the circulation, air circulation. And those two switches are for the defogger on the front windshield and the defogger on the rear windshield. This particular button is to direct the flow of air, whether you need it only for the head or for the legs and the head. And yeah, this particular USB port is for Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto, and this is for keeping the charging ports. Yeah, you can use the car chargers. You can keep that there. Yeah, the 12-volt ones. There's another charging slot for the rear passengers too. It is similar to the front one. Yeah, and there are two cup holders. Looks good. And some small pockets here and there for keeping change or some bills, and the handbrake. This is the gear selector, and that the Harman Kardon touchscreen unit. First, let me turn on the digital odometer first. I've pressed the brake pedal and I'm able to see the odometer reading. Our car has completed around 528 kilometers. We took the delivery of the car 8 days back. I have pressed the brake pedal and I am starting the car now. This is the push button start. As it is top end, I guess it has this option. Just press the brake and start it. All the lights on the fully digital instrument console light up while starting the car. Looks good. And yeah, this is the Harman Kardon touchscreen unit. As this is the new car, the layer on that has not been taken off yet. Yeah, you can control the AC fan speed. I am putting it in auto mode now. You can see the temperature there. It is showing 25 degrees. Yeah, and coming to this particular head unit, this looks good, and it has some smart tech features like the Android Auto or the Apple CarPlay. You need to connect your smartphone with the USB, and you can operate the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They are some really useful features. As you can see, there's also Bluetooth option, and after connecting it to the Bluetooth, you can select phone and change the settings. There's audio setup settings, favorites, phone setup, iPod, and contacts. And there's also sound demo. Looks great. And the touchscreen unit is really very responsive. For this price point, it is really great. Yeah, we are in the home now, just going through that stuff. Yeah, the touchscreen is really responsive. Let's check the sound quality once. There are volume controls on the steering wheel too. Yeah, you can use them to control, and the buttons are very easy to use.
హాస్పిటల్స్ ఇతర అవసరాలు ఫ్రూట్స్ మార్కెట్ లేదమ్మా ఏ ముట్టుకుంటా కొంచెం గాబరా పడుతున్నారమ్మా ఎంత తీసుకుంటావు చాలా చేసి ఉంటావు కదా.
The sound quality is good considering the price point. You can change the speakers or add some tweeters if you want. There's a warning symbol on the display, notice it. Yeah, it reminds you that the handbrake is on, and there's also a reminder for the seat belt, and the light green color indicates the DRL one. I put the car in the manual mode now. As you know, this is AMT, we can shift the car to manual mode too. Yeah, I shifted it manually now. As the car is, stationary, even after trying to change it. Yeah, I am trying to change the gear to 2 now manually, but the car rejects and sends you an alarm that the gear is not suitable now. And I put it to automatic back, and it is showing A. Yeah, A represents automatic and M represents manual there. R N A, reverse, neutral and automatic, and 1M or 1E considering manual mode or the automatic mode. And reverse camera quality is also good in the daytime, that represents the DRL is on. And the average mileage is 14.9 kilometers now. At the time of delivery, the mileage was at 8.3 kilometers per liter. The mileage was really low. My father was upset, but within just 1 week of driving it, the mileage increased to 14.9. So probably after the first service, the mileage should be increasing. And this is the distance to empty range. It says 170 kilometers. And there is also the instant fuel economy from 0 to 30. It varies depending upon the speed. Notice the RPM indicator now. It is good. It is varying from 1 to 4000 now. I am giving the accelerator input. Notice the fuel indicator on the right side. Yeah, empty and full, E and F. And notice the coolant there, cool and hot. It is saying cool now, the coolant is cool now. The fully digital odometer is really good. And notice this particular finish on the AC vents. This is same as the color of the car, and the finish is also similar as the finish of the paint on the outer surface. The AC works so effectively even though the temperature outside is high. You don't feel the high temperature inside the car once you set it to auto. There's a vanity mirror on the left side, sunshade or the sunblind. Yeah, you can notice that. And there's a vanity mirror on the right side too. Useful. And there's also a mic, I guess. This is for the Bluetooth calls. And the controls on the steering, the horn one, and the controls you can change between the channels, switch between the channels on the radio or the tracks between the music. And that button is for ending the call, and the button below is for lifting a call, the volume increase and decrease buttons. And also you can switch between the radio or the USB options. On the right side there is nothing. Listen to the sound of the horn once, it sounds great. And as you can see, this particular section, I thought this was for the temperature display at first, but no, the temperature is displayed over here. And these are the volume controls. That particular button there is for mute. Yeah, the mute option. As the car is new, we have not taken off the protective layer on that yet. And you can also turn off the display unit with that button. These are not buttons actually, these are like the controls you see on your phone. By using the stalk on the left side of the steering wheel, you can control the wiper speed and also use the wiper fluid in case if needed. And on the right side you can control the lights. There are two levels actually, the normal small lights and the low beam and the high beam lights. I put it in high beam now. You can see the high beam display. Yeah, I put it in low beam back. And there are the throw settings. You can actually set the level of throw. You can set the light whether it should be on the road or on the focus on the opposite vehicle. And yeah, you can also use that for the indicators, left indicator and the right indicator. And once you on the main lights, I think the DRLs go off. To control the fog lights we have to use this switch, and to lock and unlock the car we have to use this switch. Yeah, let me show you. I am just pressing that. Notice the lock one. Yeah, you can see that the car is locked and unlocked now. This is the button you have to use for unlocking the boot lid, and this particular placing is really good. And this is the storage unit on the driver's side. It has a capacity of 0.5 liter. And this particular button is for controlling the windows. Yeah, if the button is on, the window switches on every door works, and if the button is on, the window switches on individual door will not work and stop working. So that switch should be on always. Now coming to the cabin light, there is only one light in the center. Yeah, the switch is really good. The lighting is also good. It is not an yellow one, it is an LED one, and the rear seats look good, and there's a center armrest too, which is really useful for the rear passengers. The ORVMs can be adjusted using the knob provided, and it is really responsive. You can see the change. Yeah, it is moving so quick, so really helpful. As this is a top end model, the ORVMs are electrically adjustable. For the base model, I think there will be a manual stick for adjusting the ORVMs. Now talking about the engine specifications, the Tata Tigor is powered by 1200cc Revertron engine. It is a 3-cylinder unit, a 3-cylinder 2-valve SOHC engine. Generally greater the number of cylinders, better the refinement. But here in this case, I don't feel that this particular engine produces a lot of vibrations or anything. The car is really smooth even before the first service. If you drive it in a leisure manner, this is the best car to buy under 9 lakhs for sure. As this is an AMT model, the car is really good to drive in cities, and it is really helpful in bumper to bumper traffics. Yeah, just have a look. Looks really great. Looks so compact yet beautiful. Let me show you the boot space now. There's a button under the lip. Yeah, there's a button there. Notice that. Just press the button and the boot unlocks. And there's even some space provided to lift the boot. Yes, I pressed that and the boot has opened. Lifting up the boot now. Yeah, as you can see, the boot space is good considering the compact sedan segment, and there's a triangle that we are supposed to be using while changing the tire with the stiffen in case of a puncture. Yeah, this is used to warn the people that the car is stationary, and there's a stiffen provided too. Let me open this up. Yeah, this is the JK tire too, same as the main tires, but the size is different. Yeah, this is an steel rim. This is not an alloy, and the tire size is 155 by 80 R13, so it is a 13-inch tire, and the section is down by 20. The wiring for the number plate and the boot lamp is exposed. It should have been properly covered, and this particular section is also not properly fixed. I am fixing it. Yeah, I fixed it. There's one on the left side too. It is easy to fix, so I'm fixing it. Just have a look at the brake lights now. They look really good. I think they are all LED. That is the reason they look so good. They look good even during the day, and especially in the night. They look so good. Yeah, they add some character to the car. I almost forgot to tell you, this is the tire repair kit that the Tata has been recently including in the Tata Tigor and the Tiago cars. This is called as the tire mobility kit by them. Yeah, let's see what it has. There's a bottle. It look like some fluid. Yeah, it is a Continental brand one. Yeah, the Continental tires one. It is a tire sealant, and let's see what else is given in this. There's a TPMS, tire pressure monitor system. I think it is battery operated. Yeah, you can take the power from the car. You can just place it in the space provided for keeping the mobile chargers near the dashboard. Yeah, just placing this into that works. And yeah, that nozzle is to be inserted into the air valve of the tire, I guess. Yeah, and after using the tire sealant, I think we shouldn't be crossing 80 kilometers per hour, and the tire sealant would last only for 200 kilometers. After that, you shouldn't be using that. By this time we can actually get our actual tire repaired. Thanks for watching the video. I'll be releasing a new video on the features of the Tigor, so stay tuned.